Gartner.
Gartner.
Yeah? Yeah, I got it. I'll shoot someone over right away. Yep.
Not many people can say that their father was in a Clark Gable Doris Day movie, but Michael Gartner can. That's Carl, Gartner's father, and writer and editor for the Des Moines Register for more than 40 years, in the 1958 film Teacher's Pet. Michael Gartner is a third-generation Iowa newspaperman. Michael began his journalism career answering telephones at the Des Moines Register when he was 15. Born in Des Moines in 1938, he received a Bachelor of Arts degree in 1960 from Carleton College in Northfield, Minnesota. He received a Juris Doctorate degree from New York University School of Law in 1968 while he was working at the Wall Street Journal, which he joined in 1960. There, he was the youngest front-page editor in the history of the paper.
He'll tell you he's the fourth best journalist, or fourth best writer in his household, that his mother and his father and his brother were all better than he, and he probably learned from them. Look at Michael's work. It's an extraordinary achievement over a long period of time, and he's still going.
After 14 years in New York, Gartner returned to Iowa to become editor of the Des Moines Register. Michael's time at the Register was considered by many Iowa journalists as the newspaper's heyday. It was deemed one of the 10 best newspapers in America by Time magazine and won 3 Pulitzer Prizes during his tenure, which ended in 1985.
Well, I think the thing you got to know is that he's one of the best leaders that I've ever seen. And if he takes on a project, I guarantee you it's going to succeed because he won't let it fail. Everything he does, I can't think of anything that he's failed at. And everyone knows exactly where he is. But the attributes that he has for raising money and doing good for Iowa there's not many people that could do better.
He was asked to serve as president of NBC News in 1988. He said he turned down the job 5 times before he relented, deciding to commute home on weekends. At the time he took over, NBC News was ranked at the bottom of the 3 national networks. During his time there, he turned an annual loss of $60 million into an annual profit of $100 million. He became NBC News' second longest-serving news division president. He worked with Tom Brokaw and Bryant Gumbel, put Tim Russert and Katie Couric on the air, hired Brian Williams, expanded Meet the Press to an hour-long format, and against all odds, launched a 24-hour news channel that is still a major success today. Upon leaving New York in 1994, Michael returned to Iowa to serve as chairman and editor of the Ames Daily Tribune. It was during his time there that perhaps his most stunning achievement took place, winning a Pulitzer Prize for editorial writing in 1997.
One of my favorite stories about Michael is that in 1997 he won the Pulitzer Prize for editorial writing. His same body of work was entered that year in the Iowa Newspaper Association's editorial writing contest, and he finished second.
Such recognition is usually reserved for journalists at publications of national stature. The fact that he won the Pulitzer Prize with the Ames Daily Tribune is an indication of his profound ability to communicate and write in a way that is persuasive, thoughtful, and expands the body of knowledge. He served for 5 years as board chair of the Vision Iowa program, leveraging $250 million of state money into $2 billion of spending in local communities.
People know when he's doing something, it's going to be accomplished. And Vision Iowa is a great example of that. And that was a variety of different projects around the state. And I'll tell you, that changed the face of Des Moines. I think it's one of the real things that got us going.
He served for 6.5 years on the Iowa Board of Regents, including 3 as president of the board. He is a trustee of the Freedom Forum Museum in Washington, D.C., and of the Freedom Forum Diversity Institute at Vanderbilt University in Nashville. Michael and Barbara have 2 children, Mike and Melissa. The Gartner's other son, Christopher, died at the age of 17 of juvenile diabetes. The Gartners also have 3 grandchildren. Since 1999, Michael has been involved with the Iowa Cubs and is now chairman and majority owner of the team.
If Michael doesn't say it, I need to say it. It's a line that he uses in every speech, and so I emulate Michael, and people know that I do, and he's been my mentor, but and that is that opening day is April 12th, and plenty of good seats are available.
Congratulations, Michael, 2012 inductee into the Iowa Business Hall of Fame.